Today, from Columbus, Ohio, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Columbus Caps taking on the Houston Voyagers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. You're right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you throttle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Open man is Gordon, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Houston.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the 22, Fields. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And once again, this is Sanders. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Seibert's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out will be Deshaun Kaiser, the former second-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft at quarterback. A first down throw for Kaiser. And this is caught by Watkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Kaiser. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Kaiser now. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Oh, he sheds himself free. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, 81 yards. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Kaiser. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ernest Jones charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Kaiser. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, it's Fields. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 41, Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fields on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Kaiser, a screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll drop this down to Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Caps have cut it back within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Fields. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Fields now to throw. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. From the gun, Kaiser. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That play might not seem like much yardage-wise, but when you're looking at maybe having to go 3 and out, punt the football again, it becomes an important conversion. Now the question, can they keep it going from here?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Kaiser. He'll check it down to Bell. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. L.J. Collier coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fields throw into the hands of Kirk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Following the interception, Kaiser looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kaiser to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Kaiser yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Bell. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And as a result, possession switches hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 31, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the keeper.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon.
And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Kaiser. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. On first down, Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Neville Gallimore on the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. It's funny, partner, Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this.
Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. L.J. Collier able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Kaiser. And this is hauled in by Matthews. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Fields. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now it's Fields. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again is Fields. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Fields.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Voyagers are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Kaiser.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
37 yards on the punt with no return. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Columbus as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A shotgun snap, Fields. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
More now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Now Moore. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. And Matthews makes the ground. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Caps have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Fields, right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Off play action, Fields.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw.
Into the hands of Beckham.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll look to throw. He's got Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down. He finds his target, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's back to throw.
That's caught right side by Mims.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra points. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.